welcome to day 9 of alleviating your anxiety. Good work, everyone, if you've made it this far. I have Gizmo again helping me today. He'll be demonstrating some downward dogs. And yeah, today our class is going to focus on Svadhyaya, which is part of the 8 limbs of yoga. And it is to do with self-study and not having judgment. Most importantly, not having judgment toward yourself. So when we have judgment, it often brings us down or creates more stress, more worry, more anxiety in our mind and in our body. So the goal throughout our practice today is to really just practice and be present in the moment and catch yourself if you're having any negative thoughts toward yourself. If you're struggling in the posture and you're thinking you're not good at this or anything like that, just catch yourself, watch the thought, and let it pass. Yoga's not about being good at it, it's just about fully coming into the posture, expressing yourself, shifting energy. It does not matter what stage you're at, it just matters that you showed up on the mat today. And then throughout your day today, off the mat, also just bring this into your mind, be conscious of it. If you catch yourself judging yourself or others, bringing negative thoughts, just catch it and say, nope. Moving forward, I'm in the present moment and I don't let these things bother me and I don't let them tear me down. It's something that takes practice, but just taking the first step and being conscious of it is a major difference that you can make in your life. So coming into child's pose, bring the big toes together, spreading the knees apart, bringing your seat down on your heels, then dropping the forehead down, stretching the arms forward. And all together, just taking 3 cleansing breaths with an open mouth before we begin class. So first, inhale through the nose. And then as you exhale, open the mouth. Let it go. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, full belly breath, and exhale. One last time. Inhale, full belly breath, and exhale. Beautiful. Starting strong by moving prana, releasing what no longer serves us. And then on your next inhalation, you can just begin to walk your hands over to the right side of your yoga mat, grounding back down through the forehead, feeling a stretch in the left side of the body. Taking a full inhalation here, and exhale. Inhale, coming back to center and walking your hands over to the left side of the yoga mat. Feeling a stretch in the right side of the body now, feeling that right side open up. Taking another full inhalation. And exhale. Inhale, coming back to center. And then we're going to lift up our seat. Square the knees here, coming into a tabletop position. So making sure, most importantly right now, that the hips are in line with the knees. I invite you to begin walking your hands forward and just allow your back to come down, sway down, your torso to come down, your forehead to come down, keeping the hips in line with the knees. We're moving into melting heart pose. Really feeling the stretch in the shoulders in this posture. An option, if you like, to bring the palms overhead in a namaste position. This will help intensify the stretch. Taking one more full inhalation. Exhale, if your hands are overhead, you can release them. And then inhale slowly, slowly, walking back into tabletop position. Maybe shaking the head, boogieing the shoulders if that feels nice. Beautiful. And now we're going to our first downward dog of the day. So fingers spread wide, curling the toes under. Inhale, lifting up the knees, and exhale, pushing that tailbone up to the sky, walking out your dog here. Gizmo needs to learn this. He's not very good at walking. He likes to lay. So you can just really feel your body here. Maybe shake your head side to side. Again, pushing through those index finger and thumb. Feeling strong. Externally rotating the shoulders and bending the knees here if needed. Just really focusing on getting that spine straight, gazes towards the feet. All together, taking a full inhalation here. And exhale, lion's breath. Beautiful. Inhale, you can walk to the top of your mat, bringing the feet hip-width distance between the hands. And then I invite you just to grab opposite elbows, keeping a soft bend in the knee here. And just allowing yourself to hang here. If you want an extra release in the neck, you can interlock your fingers where the base of the head meets the neck. If you want more shoulder opening, you can interlock your fingers behind your back, lifting up the arms. Whatever feels best to you. Just letting gravity do the work, feeling the spine pull apart, loosening up the vertebrae, feeling the stretch in the back of the legs. This pose is so good for the lower back. Taking one more full inhalation. And exhale. And then inhale, pressing your feet into the earth, rising up, bringing the arms overhead. And exhale, bringing it to heart center. Beautiful. Let's inhale again, bring the arms overhead, palms press. Exhale, let it land in the heart. Moving into a more loving way of life, spreading our compassion. One more time. Inhale. Bring the arms overhead. Exhale. Bringing it into the heart. Allowing love for yourself, love for others. One more time. Inhale, arms overhead. And exhale, we're going to forward fold. Swan diving forward. Bringing the belly on the thighs, forehead below the knees. Inhale, lengthening through the spine, keeping the chin tucked, gaze forward. And you can always bring your hands on your shins here. Exhale, planting the hands down into the earth, stepping back into plank pose, so shoulders are over the wrists here. Squeezing the seat, heels to the back of the room, drawing the belly in. You can lower down on your knees here, drawing the elbows in, lower the chest, the chin. Inhale, shoulders away from the ears, elbows stay in, cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Beautiful. Inhale, we're going to shoot the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, bring it forward. Drop the left knee down. And inhale, we're going to rise up into a low lunge. So knee and ankle still stay in one line. Hips are squared. Arms overhead here. Shoulders away from the ears. And if you want to come into a bit more of a back bend, you can shift the hips forward while reaching back, bringing the gaze back here. Being gentle with yourself. Keeping strong through that front knee. Keeping the knee and ankle in one line. One more full inhale. Then exhale, we're going to come forward and walk our front leg forward. Coming into half split, half Hanuman. So again, making sure that the hip stays squared. And bring that right hip back, draw the left one forward here. And keeping long through the spine, you can gently bend over that leg, feeling an intense stretch in the hamstring. Take one more full inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower. Then inhale, you can rise up. Bring the bend back in the front knee. Planting the left hand on the earth. Inhale, rise up for a gentle twist. Exhale, lower down. Lift up the back left knee. Lengthen through the leg. Bring the the right leg back, and then exhale, come bring it back down, elbows stay in, inhale, rise up, cobra, exhale, downward dog. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Inhale, shooting the left leg up to the sky. Exhale, bringing it between the hands, dropping the right knee, keeping the toes tucked. Inhale, rising up, hips are squared, knee and ankle in one line. If you have knee sensitivity, you can always fold your yoga mat for extra support. And then option here to shift your hips forward while maintaining the knee and ankle in one line. Coming into a slight back bend, chest is lifted, heart is open. Breathing here, full inhalation. Then exhale, bring it back down to the earth. Walking the left leg forward here, coming into your half Hanuman. You can flex the left toe back. Just making sure those hips are square, drawing the left hip back, right one forward. Inhale, lengthen through that spine. Make sure we're not curling over. And exhale, lower, feeling such an intense stretch in the back hamstring. So it's really easy to judge ourselves in this posture, especially to do with splits, being like, oh, I can't come down far enough. But really, it doesn't matter. Just put in the effort, put in the work. Your body will thank you, your lower back will thank you. And if you can't come all the way down, you can always grab blocks and come onto the blocks. Whatever works best for you. Just appreciate that you're here doing the work. Inhale, you can bend into that front knee. Planting the right hand on the earth. Lifting up with the left hand. And exhale, lower. Inhale, step back your left foot. Coming into plank pose, squeeze the seat. Exhale, lower down, elbows staying in. Inhale, rising up, elbows stay in, shoulders away from the ears. And exhale, downward dog. Taking a full inhalation. And exhale, letting that sequence go. And then let's do it one more time, flowing through it. So inhale, you can walk or jump to the top of your mat, coming into a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, planting the feet in the earth. Inhale, rising up, palms press overhead. Exhale, bring it into the heart. Take a full inhalation here. And exhale as you ground down. Inhale, arms come overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Forehead below the knees, belly on the thighs. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, plant the hands, step back into plank. Lower down for chaturanga or knees down, elbows stay in. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg shoots up. Exhale, bring it forward. Drop the left knee. Inhale, rise up. Option to push the hips forward here, coming into a slight back bend. Taking a full inhalation. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, lengthen through the front right leg. Hips are squared. Lengthening and exhale, lowering down. Inhale, bend back into the front right leg. Plant the left hand, reach up. Exhale, lower, stepping back into plank pose. Knees down, elbows in. Inhale, rise up, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg forward, drop the right knee, rise up. Pushing those hips forward, knee and ankle in one line. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lengthen the left leg, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bend over. Inhale, bend back in the left leg. Plant the right hand, rise up. And exhale, lower down. Stepping back into plank pose, lowering knees down, elbows, inhale, rising up. Exhale, down dog. Take a full inhale, and exhale. Good work, everyone. Inhale, you can jump or step forward to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Rooting the feet. Inhale, rising up, palms press, exhale into the heart. Take a moment, close your eyes here, ground down. Bringing the big toes together, heels slightly apart. We're going to inhale, lift our toes up off of the earth, spread them wide. Feel the engagement in the balls of the feet. Exhale, lower the toes down, keep them spread. Knees come up, tailbones tucked, shoulders rolled back, chest is lifted. We're going to inhale, bring our arms overhead, release the index fingers. Trying to get our arms in line with our ears here. Reaching high. We're going to inhale, rise up, and then exhale, keeping the chest lifted. We're going to slowly begin to bend over to the right side, keeping the hips squared, chest and shoulders squared, feeling a stretch in the left side of the body here, pushing the left hips out. Inhale, slightly rise up, and then exhale, bend down one last time. Inhale, rise up, beautiful. Exhale, same thing on the left side, so bending over, keeping the hips squared, shoulders squared, chest lifted, pushing those right hips out. Drawing the belly in, staying strong. Inhale, we're going to slightly rise, and then exhale, bend over one more time. Inhale, rise up, and exhale, release the arms. We're going to shift our weight into our right leg, and then inhale, lift up the left heel. Bring the sole of the foot to face the inner ankle of the right foot. And if you stay here, that's perfectly fine. If you want, you can lift your sole of the foot up to your calf or your upper thigh. Just make sure it's not above the knee. We want to make sure our hips are squared. Try to bring that knee back. And then you can bring your hands to heart center here if you like. Or you can bring them overhead, coming into tree pose. So staying strong through that right foot, feeling the engagement of the foot with the yoga mat, allowing it to support you here. And again, dropping any judgment. If you fall out, get right back in. A still tree is no better than a swaying tree in the wind. Breathing here. Full inhalation, and then option here to bring the left hand down on top of the left knee here. And then you can gently begin to sway over here, keeping the chest squared, feeling a stretch on the right side, so bending over to the left. Taking one more full inhalation. Exhale, come down. And inhale, rise back up. Exhale, hands come back to heart center. Inhale, we're going to bring the left foot out in front of us. Point the left toe here. Try to lift up the left thigh and calf, keeping the hips squared. Draw the belly in, rise through the crown of the head. And then exhale, not touching the ground. We're going to bring the left foot back and plant it down, heels lifted. So we come into a crescent lunge. So knee and ankle in one line. You can inhale, bring your arms overhead. Hips are squared and you're pushing through that back heel. Shoulders away from the ears. Gaze can come up. Feeling strong here, crescent lunge. Take a full inhalation. And then exhale, you can bring the left arm underneath the right arm. Crossing at the elbows here. Then you can grab onto the shoulders here, or you can twist tie the arms, bringing the palms together. Eagle arms. So from here, staying strong through the bottom half of the body, bending into that front knee, trying to get strength here. We're going to inhale, lift our elbows up. Feeling intense stretch in the shoulders, staying strong through those bottom legs, balancing here. Rising the shoulder, elbows up, up, up. Then exhale, you can bring them down. Then from here, strong through the front right leg, we're going to lift up the left leg and then bring it around to the right knee here. And if this is where you stay, that's great. Or you can try to hook the toes on the back of the calf here. Again, keeping the hips squared. You can try to bend down a little bit lower in those knees. Drawing the belly in, bringing the shoulders down. Garudasana, eagle pose, long through the spine. So good for focus, concentration, being in the present moment. Not judging yourself, fully feeling the pose. One more full inhalation. Exhale, come down. Then inhale, we're going to untie our legs, step it back, coming back into that crescent lunge pose. And then one more time, we're going to inhale, rise our elbows up. And exhale, we're going to come into a humble warrior variation. So keeping the right elbow on the inside of the right knee here. You can plant your leg down so it points 45 degrees towards the top left corner of your mat. Drawing the belly in. Taking one more full inhalation. Exhale. And inhale, push through both legs, rise up. Unwind the arms, bring them up. Inhale, lift up that back heel. And exhale, plant the hands down. Step back into plank pose, take a vinyasa. Lower down, inhale, rise up. And exhale, downward dog. Beautiful work, everyone. That's not the easiest sequence. Let's do it on the other side, trying to stay in the present moment, not judging yourself, and just fully feeling the pose and knowing wherever you're at today is absolutely perfect and where you're meant to be. Inhale. We're going to jump up to the top of our mat or walk, coming into a halfway lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, hands come down to heart center. Grounding down through the feet, feeling strong. We're going to inhale, bring our arms overhead, release the index finger. Kneecaps are lifted, tailbones tucked in, lengthening through the crown of the head. Inhale, and exhale, lowering down to the right side, pushing our left hips out to the side, feeling a stretch in the left side. Inhale, we're going to slightly rise up, and exhale, bend down. Inhale, rise all the way up, and exhale, leaning over to the left side, pushing our hips out to the right. Chest is squared, hips are squared. Inhale, rise up slightly, and exhale, come down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands come down to heart center. We're going to shift our weight into the left leg now. Inhale, lift up the right sole of our foot, and then bring the right sole of the foot to the inside of the left ankle. You can leave it here or bring it up on the calf or on the upper thigh, just not above the knee. Coming into tree pose, hips are squared. We're trying to bring that knee back. I'm not judging yourself if you can't balance here. Try to pick a spot 4 feet in front of you. This will help with balance, and just look at it. Fully being in the posture, in the now. Quieting the mind. Option to bring your arms overhead if you like. And then option here to bring the right hand down, palm up on top of the right knee. And then you can just keep the chest squared, hips squared, and then begin leaning over to the right side, feeling stretched through the left side body. Strong through that left foot, feeling the connection with the mat. Taking a full inhale. Exhale, bending down. And inhale, rising back up, lifting the right arm up. Exhale, releasing the hands. Inhale, lifting up the right leg here, pointing the right leg forward. Lifting up that right thigh, keeping the tailbone tucked. And then exhale, we're going to bring that foot back, plant it down. Coming into a crescent lunge, hips are squared, knee and ankle in one line. Inhale, arms come overhead. Feeling strong here, hips are squared. Pushing through that back heel. Taking one more full inhale. Then exhale, bringing the hands down. And then bringing the right arm underneath the left, crossing here. You can grab onto the shoulders or twist tie the arms here. Palms together. Keeping those hips squared. And then keeping that bend in the front knee and ankle in one line. Can inhale, begin to lift up the elbows here. Feeling an intense stretch in the shoulders, opening up the shoulders, the neck. Strong through that back leg, rising up. And then exhale, you can begin to lower down. And then inhale, powering through that front left leg, lifting up the back leg, bringing it around the left leg, bringing the knee around and maybe hooking the toes on the calf here. Hips are squared, eagle pose, shoulders squared. Bending into that left knee here. Lifting through the crown of the head. Feeling your focus, not judging. Coming into the present moment. Bending down. Taking one more full inhale here. And exhale, come down. Inhale, we're gonna unwind our leg. Bring it back, plant it back into crescent lunge. And then inhale, we're gonna lift up our elbows and then exhale, bring it down for a humble warrior. So left elbow, shoulder on the inside of the left knee. You can plant your back foot here to a 45-degree angle to the front corner of the mat, of the yoga mat, front right corner. Not letting the shoulder rest on the knee here, drawing the belly in. Take one more full inhale, exhale, and inhale, rise up. Exhale, release the arms, inhale, lift up that back heel, crescent lunge, exhale, bring it down, plank pose, take a vinyasa, knees down or chaturanga, elbows in, inhale, rising up to cobra, and exhale, down dog. Woo, good work, everyone. Take a full inhale and exhale. Beautiful, let that go, you did it. And then I invite you just to walk to the top of your mat. Bring your seat down. And then from here, we have some options. So we'll start with our legs out. And you can come into shoelace pose here if you like. So we're gonna bring the right knee and stack it on top of the left knee, trying to bring our heel back, sole of the foot parallel to the back of the mat. So you can stay like this and bend over. If you want to take it further, you can bend your left knee as well. Bring the left foot back and trying to get the heels in one line close to your glute here. And just do what's available to you, and we're slowly just gonna lower down, keeping the seat on the earth. You can always bring a block underneath your seat too if you wanna try the full shoelace pose. Whatever feels best to you. Pose is so good for our hips. Just allowing yourself to settle down, relax here. Taking 3 more of your fullest breaths, watching the mind, accepting your practice, accepting yourself. And then once you finish your 3 breaths, you can inhale, begin to walk your hands back towards yourself. You can release the right leg, the left leg, give your legs a little shake. And then same thing on the other side, so bringing the left knee, bending it and stacking it on top of the right knee here, bringing the foot towards the back of your body, foot is parallel. And then you can option to bend the right knee as well, foot comes parallel, bringing it towards the glute, trying to get the heels in one line, whatever is available to you, full shoelace or half shoelace. And then from here, you can walk your hands forward. And then just begin to lower down, feeling the stretch in the back of the glutes, the hips. Taking 3 more breaths here, really slowing down, letting the breath flow slow and long. This helps so much to calm down our nervous system. Slow down our mind and come into the present moment. And once you finish your 3 breaths, you can slowly begin to walk your hands back towards yourself. Release your left leg, release your right leg, give your legs a little shake, let that go. And then from here, we're going to spread our legs out wide. Again, you can bring a block underneath your seat or maybe a cushion or pillows just for a little extra support if you like. And then I invite you to bring your hands behind you. Really push into the fingertips and lengthen through the spine. If this is good for you, you already feel an intense stretch on the inside of the thighs, just please stay here. If you want to take it further, you can bring your hands forward, but as always, keep length through your spine. So chin is forward, and just really begin to lower down with a straight spine. It does not matter how far you come down. Making sure the knees stay pointed up towards the sky, the toes as well. You can flex the toes or point them as you wish. Really feeling that in the adductors. Breathing into anywhere you feel tension. Catching any thoughts, any judgments you have towards yourself. Allowing yourself to love yourself, accept your body. When we accept ourselves, it makes it so much easier for us to accept everyone around us. Taking 3 more full inhalations and exhalations. Lowering into the posture. And then inhale, you can begin to walk your hands back to center, or if they're behind you, bring them back out in front of you. And then you can begin to shake your legs, bringing them back out in front of you, letting that go. Beautiful work. And then you can just bend your knees, soles of the feet on the yoga mat. I invite you to draw your belly in, reach your hands forward, take a look behind you, make sure there's room for your back body. Drawing the belly in, begin to slowly lower your spine down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Your neck and head are last things to land. And then from here, bring your knees in for a nice hug. Thanking yourself for showing up today, for doing the work. Allowing energy to move through your body. Allowing yourself to come into a more relaxed state of mind, calm state of mind. And we have one final pose today, happy baby. So bring the soles of the feet up to the sky, keeping a bend in the knees. You can grab the inner arches of the feet or the outer arches, whatever feels best to you. And again, you can maybe rock side to side. You can stay still. Maybe you want to straighten one leg, then the other. Maybe you want to come into full straddle. Keeping the tailbone rooted on the earth through all of this. Just really experiment, see what feels best to you. Close your eyes. And come back to that childlike wonder when things were so easy, just being a baby, no cares, no worries, these things didn't exist. Allow yourself to enjoy. Leaving the stresses, the anxieties of life behind. And coming back to your center, connecting to that soul that you are. Everything else is just stuff, just noise. What's important is who you are inside and coming back to that connection. This is my favorite pose to come into when I feel anxious. Maybe rocking or staying still. Really opens up the hips and helps release any unwanted emotions and stagnant energy. So I highly recommend this one if you ever just need to calm down. This or child's pose, which we did at the beginning of class. Take one more full inhalation. Exhale. Then inhale, bring the knees in for a squeeze. Grab opposite elbows. You can sway the lower back side to side. Letting that go. And then exhale, you can release one leg, then the other. Arms come out wide to your side. Coming into our final resting pose, our Savasana. Allowing for integration of all the work you just did, all the energy you just moved. Allowing yourself to be peaceful here, to be calm here. And taking this practice off of the mat with you today. I recommend staying in Savasana for a minimum of 5 minutes, if not 10 minutes or longer. Just fully allowing yourself to feel the benefits and allowing them to move throughout your body and your mind. And I just have a quote to share with you before leaving class. It's from one of my favorite spiritual teachers, Ram Dass. And he shares, when you go out into the woods and you look at trees, you see all of these different trees. And some of them are bent, and some of them are straight, and some of them are evergreens, and some of them are whatever. And you look at the tree and you allow it. You see why it is the way it is. You sort of understand that it didn't get enough light, and so it turned that way. And you don't get all emotional about it, you just allow it. You appreciate the tree. The minute you get near humans, you lose all that, and you are constantly saying, you're too this, or I'm too this. That judging mind comes in. And so I practice turning people into trees, which means appreciating them just the way they are. Thank you so much. Namaste. Have a beautiful day, and allow yourself and others to be turned into trees.